Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Nasty Sanchez, and today we will be playing some Need for Speed Most Wanted. Again, we're continuing with the series. Today we're going to be going against Izzy. This is a shorter episode. Usually I try to make them a little bit less than 20 minutes, and I usually just have so much stuff crammed into one episode that I go around 20 minutes. This one, not really that much happened off camera, so it's just gonna go straight into the Izzy boss race, if you will. But yeah, here we get the RX-8. We end up winning it from her, which I'm very glad, because the Audi, yes, it is getting a little bit out of its date, especially for these new races, and you don't really unlock any more upgrades for it up until this race. So I'm glad I got that. I do use it a lot in the next episode when we go against, is it Lou? No, it's not Lou. Yeah, it is Lou. But yeah, in that next one I do use the RX-8 a lot. They're actually tried to, because you can make it so they can run into that water tower and they have to speed up. But she obviously dodged it, and I ran into a garbage can myself. Most of these races I do pretty cleanly on the first try. For this, I really didn't have to do that much editing because of how much of a clean run it was. Everything was mostly spot on in this first race. I ended up crashing a little bit towards the beginning of the second lap, but everything else is mainly just little scrapes against the wall and whatnot. I don't know why I didn't use my NOS here. I definitely could have used my NOS a lot more. I've noticed a lot of the mistakes that I've been making as I played through it. Like during a lot of the straightaways, I should have been using a lot more NOS, and there she ended up running into a car that really helps me out. But like right here, I should be using a lot of my NOS, and I ended up just wasting that recharge time, because to be the most efficient, I think you can never have a full NOS bar. And unless there's like a really tight turn and you don't, and it's like, you're just going to be running straight into the wall. But for most parts, you're going around turns, you can try to use it to get into a drift. If you're just going in a straightaway, and it's a turn up ahead most of the time, you can cut through grass or whatever you do conserve a lot of speed that way. Here you can see her, she's sneaking up behind me, and then I just dust her again, but it's just continuous that way. She comes up behind me. I think she ends up passing me sometimes in the second lap, and I just take off right before I hit a shortcut, and then I barely miss a toll booth and just go the whole way through it. But again, right here, we're just, I wouldn't call it a flawless run, but it's, I just think I did a very good job on that first race. In the second race, this is the one I was talking about, whenever it's, she passes me a little bit, and then I hit that shortcut just at the right time, and I gain a huge lead up against her, which I do use whenever I, again, crash into a news van, and it slows me down quite a bit. Yeah, but this should be coming up pretty recent after the next video, and then I'm hoping to end up editing and then posting the 4th episode when we go against Lou, and then I'm probably gonna have 1 or 2 more episodes after that, and then I'm probably gonna be taking a break. I've been posting a lot, and my channel is really new. It's only like 5 days new. And I realize YouTube's slow for new starters, but I'm not trying to go out and ask for shout. That's the shortcut I'm talking about, by the way. Just right up through there. It saves a lot of time. But I'm trying to do this just me. I'm not gonna be going around, because I do have some more successful YouTubers that do have actual like a couple thousand subscribers apiece, and I'm not gonna be going out to them and asking for shout outs and stuff. I know whenever other YouTubers are like, oh man, we hate whenever people are doing that, asking for shout outs, self-advertising. But I know this is a hard gig to get into, because there's very few people that actually come out of this semi-successful. and can actually make a profession about it. I've recently been asked, why am I doing YouTube? The reason I'm doing YouTube is, I mean, I just really wanted to experiment with it. I mean, I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for about the past 2 years. I did get into, me and my friends did have a YouTube channel, but we had almost 100 subscribers, and that was a huge milestone for me. But we ended up, the one person we always, like, you know, we were like 12, 13 years old, and didn't really, you know, we didn't really know, we didn't have the money and we don't have the means to actually go and, you know, buy a $200 graphics card, or have a high-speed running computer, or buy all these games that we wanted to play. So we all kind of pitched in together. You know, I brought some of my games over that we wanted to play to my friend's house because he had a, you know, a better running PC or console, and then my other friend, he had all the recording equipment, and, you know, we would just help each other out like that. And then we would all do like, we had like 3 or 4 people in this whole gaming thing, and we actually had, like, you know, 100 subscribers. That was a huge thing for us. I think we actually dismissed the channel at 103, and I was so upset because, you know, my other 2 friends couldn't get along about just anything that they wanted to do to the channel. The one was like, well, I have all the software that you guys need, and then my other friend was like, yeah, but I do a lot of the editing, and they just went back and forth constantly, and we ended up not being able to make videos anymore because they couldn't get along. But I mean, here I am now. I do have a very decent PC now. I do have an Xbox 360. I have Roxio HD capture card, which is a fairly decent capture card. It's not like an Elgato $500 capture card. It was about $150. You know, it works great. It came with all the software, and that's what I've been using the editing. I know my editing isn't the best, but I think a lot of it is, once you get used to the software, a lot of it's just all the dots connect, and it's just really easy. Here it is. I showed you how I got that big lead, and then I really need that to catch up with the time here, because he just slowly starts creeping up behind me, and I end up just, yeah, this is, like I said, this was a very clean boss race. Again, it is a shorter video, and I'm trying not to ramble here, but again, back to the why did I do YouTube. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff that, you know, I've done when I was younger. I did karate, I also tried baseball, and every time I was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, this is boring, and my parents would always be like, well, you can't quit because we're not going to teach you to quit. But, you know, now I play football, I play lacrosse, I play, you know, I think I'm very outgoing, and here it's, I mean, YouTube is just another hobby, and I would highly appreciate this actually being a hobby that I can stick with and just keep with me. I mean, the means, everyone was like, oh, like whenever I first started, a lot of my friends were like, oh, YouTube money and all this stuff. I mean, the money is a nice perk. It's a way of keeping on top of your channel. Like, you know, if I do get eventually enough money to get a better mic or a better capture card, you know, that's great. But I don't expect to get super successful in this channel. I just expect to have fun with it. So let me try to wrap stuff up here. There is Big Lou. He's our next opponent. He actually does drive a car that I really want, along with the RX-8, but I mean, I'll save that one for the next episode. But, you know, he does drive a very nice Eclipse, and I would highly enjoy getting that car, but, you know, you can never really know. But here I am. I'm going to start to wrap it up, guys. I am Nasty Sanchez, and I'll see you later, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.